Hello, good people of the internet. My name is Hexa and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about why I stopped dyeing my hair and how it kind of killed my YouTube channel. So if that sounds like something you'll want to find out more about, then just keep on watching. If you look back on some of my older videos on my channel, you'll notice that I went through a lot of hair colors in my day. There was a solid 4 or 5 year period of my life during which I went through almost every color of the rainbow in my hair, and I had a lot of fun dyeing my hair. It was something that I really loved. I thought about telling you guys like my whole hair story, my hair history of every color I had in my hair ever, but I thought that would make the video too long. So if you want to see a separate video on that topic, then leave a comment down below. I'll probably make it anyways. But as you can see now, my hair has its natural color back. It still has a little bit of red in the bottom from when I dyed the ends red a few months ago, but for the most part, there has not been any color in my hair for I feel like about the past 1.5 or 2 years. I wanted to make this video because at one point in the history of my YouTube channel, hair and hair colors, hair dye was a very big part of my channel, and I feel like I never really fully closed that chapter properly or got closure or offered a real explanation as to why I had stopped dyeing my hair. I mean, I kind of did, but I just wanted to do like a dedicated, updated video on that. So for a little bit of backstory, the first time I ever dyed my hair was around 2013. I dyed it blonde. I have naturally dark blonde or dirty blonde, ash blonde, whatever you want to call it, hair, but I dyed it to like a light golden bottle blonde color. And after that point, I kind of just worked my way through the rainbow and tried out a lot of different things. And then in May of 2017, I made a YouTube video announcing that I was going to be growing my roots out. Essentially what had happened was that after I tried a few natural hair colors, I started moving into bright blues and greens and pastel pinks and those kinds of colors, which really require bleaching on darker hair colors like mine. And with the bleaching and the bold hair colors came a lot of damage, which didn't really bother me for the longest time because at that point I had shorter hair. I was kind of yo-yoing between chin length and pixie cuts, and I had no qualms about cutting my hair short if I felt that the damage was getting too much and it needed a fresh start. It was getting to the point at times where the ends of my hair were so damaged from the bleaching that they weren't holding the color as well because the hair was just getting thinner and thinner. It was just getting so damaged that it didn't have enough structure to it or something to actually soak up the color and hold it in. It was very, very dry. It was very hay-like and just had a really not nice texture to it, but I didn't mind. I liked the bright hair colors and I was okay with accepting a little bit of hair damage in order to have my fun hair colors. But then around 2017 was when I started noticing a lot of hair loss. Every time that I would wash my hair in the shower, I would lose a huge clump of bright blue hair. It was very noticeable. I felt like you could visibly see my hair thinning. When you looked at my scalp, when I looked at myself in the mirror, I felt like I saw a lot more scalp than I used to. And it was at that point that I decided that even though I loved having bright, bold hair colors, I wasn't willing to sacrifice the long-term health and growth of my hair and scalp in order to have those kinds of hair colors. The major problem was really with the bleach going all the way to my scalp. Getting bleach near the scalp was damaging the scalp itself. I didn't care so much about the hair, but once the roots were getting damaged, the scalp was getting damaged, and the hair wasn't growing anymore and it wasn't staying in my head anymore, I had to make the decision to stop bleaching it and kind of give my scalp time to heal. So that's what I did. I grew out my hair. I stopped bleaching near the root. I kind of just left it to grow. It looked very, very terrible for a while. It was half and half, aqua blue on the bottom and then my natural color on top, and it looked really not good. In March 2018, I turned 20 and I decided it was time for a change, and I dyed that bottom portion of my hair red. I had kind of been leaning more towards like blues and greens up until then, but you know, I'm an Aries and I was like, yes, let's do red because I'm an Aries and it's a fiery color and I'm turning 20 and it's a new decade, and I just wanted to try something different. So I think they did apply like a little bit of bleach to my hair when they dyed it red, just to like kind of cancel out that blue, but again, it didn't go anywhere near the scalp. And over the next few months, I kind of touched up the red ends occasionally, but then towards like the Christmas season of 2018, like December 2018 or January 2019, I did a big chop and I cut off all of the remaining color from my hair. I had a chin length, completely natural colored haircut. And since then, I've pretty much just been growing my hair out. When I was little, I used to say that that I wanted my hair to be so long that it would fall in the toilet. Like whenever I went to the bathroom, I would like put my hair back and like tilt my head like this and kind of like feel how far down my back it reached, and I used to think like, I want my hair to be so long that it falls in the toilet. And so now I'm kind of in this process of growing it out as long as I can bear to have it and see if I can fulfill my childhood dream. I love experimenting with hair and trying different things, and just like long natural colored hair is something I have never had, or I haven't had since I was a child. There's this girl named Sarah Marie who has a YouTube channel and Instagram called Holistic Habits, and she has the most beautiful, thick, rich, long hair. It is so long and so beautiful and healthy and amazing looking, and she's definitely been a huge inspiration for me. I just feel like up until now I've always played with the color of my hair, and now I'm thinking, you know what, I'm gonna play with the style of my hair. So I still haven't really gotten very good at braiding and buns and all that kind of stuff, but the idea is to just like keep on growing it out until it gets to a length where there's a lot of potential for different hairstyles and things that I can try with it. If I'm honest, I truly think that I look better with shorter hair. I really like kind of chin length bobs and even pixie cuts on me, so the long hair is not necessarily the most flattering look for my face, for me personally, at least as far as I believe. But again, it's just something that I've never tried, and this is just like the season of my life that I'm currently in. The plan is pretty much to let it grow out to like waist length or butt length, lower back length, whatever, and you know, have fun with that for a while, and then probably just chop it all off to like chin length and donate it to Wigs for Kids or something like that. But who knows? I mean, currently it's kind of getting to like shoulder blade length, and it's starting to get a lot of knots and breakage and split ends, and it's driving me a little bit crazy. It takes like so long to dry because I don't like using blow dryers on my hair because it's not good for it, but it is starting to become a little bit of a hassle. I think it's time I start like investing in better products to take care of my hair as it gets longer. So I don't know if I will reach that fairy tale dream Rapunzel length that I wanted as a kid, or if I'm just gonna get sick of it sooner and cut it off, but it's the journey that I'm currently on. Something else I forgot to mention while I was filming this video was another reason why I decided to stop dyeing my hair was because it had become such a big part of my identity and my sense of self and who I was and how I perceived myself that I started to feel like I didn't know who I was without brightly colored hair, and I no longer wanted to define myself by something so superficial, and I think I kind of just needed to rediscover myself and who I was and my identity and the way I perceived myself without colored hair. It seems silly and like not such a big deal, and it probably isn't, but in my head I had kind of become the girl with the blue hair. And there are so many other sides to me and so many other things that I value more about who I am, and I needed that to not be my main focus anymore. Now let's get into the fun part of this video, which is how it kind of killed my YouTube channel when I stopped dyeing my hair. This is interesting. At the time when I made the decision to stop dyeing my hair, I still wasn't really paying a huge amount of attention to my YouTube analytics. I didn't really understand that stuff. I didn't realize until much later that it actually would have a pretty big negative impact on my channel. So if I go to my YouTube channel and I sort my videos by most popular, you'll see that I have a couple of videos that blew up very randomly. I had the Speaking Romanian video, which has the most views on my channel by far, and then there was one other video that I've since made private because of reasons. But if we look at the major topic of the most viewed videos on my channel, it goes something like this: Romania, China, hair, Romania, random Hello Kitty brush set, no idea why that video took off, hair, Romania, hair, my butt, a newer video that did very well, hair, skincare, hair, KonMari decluttering, Romanian, Chinese, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so in those most viewed videos on my channel, there are a lot of videos that are centered around hair dye. And I didn't really understand this or pay attention to this at the time, but now that I look back and I understand these things more, I realize that it makes a lot of sense that those hair dye reviews and like dyeing my hair at home videos were doing so well, because there's probably a lot of people who wanted to dye their hair with that specific color from that specific brand, and before they bought it, wanted to see how it looks on real people and real hair. And if I look at the analytics reflect that, because for most of these hair dye videos, more than 50% of the traffic is from YouTube search, which meant that people were looking up this specific hair color from this specific brand and stumbling across my video and watching it so they could see what the color looks like on my hair. And because at the time I was dyeing my hair pretty often, probably like once a month or every couple months or so, it was a very reliable means to get views. A lot of the other videos that blew up on my channel were kind of one-off videos that I didn't really want to continue with that topic, but hair dye was something I was doing consistently. I liked doing it and it was doing well on my channel. So when I stopped dyeing my hair, it also meant that I stopped getting views, because I feel like videos that review specific products that people are curious about always do really well, because people always want to do a bit of their own research and get their own information before they buy something. You know, I was making those videos just for fun. I liked doing these like chatty, silly little hair dyeing videos, but they were actually bringing a lot of value to people who were interested in that sort of thing. So once I stopped making that content, I think without me even realizing it, my channel actually took a pretty harsh hit. I don't regret that I stopped dyeing my hair. I still miss having blue hair very, very often. I think about chopping it and dyeing it and bleaching it and doing all this crazy stuff with my hair all the time, because it's still something that I love. It was very fun, and I miss that look on me, but at the same time, I'm kind of in a new and different phase of my life. I'm experimenting with something new. It's also like financially smarter, because in Germany, hairdressers are much more expensive than they were back in China, so it would be kind of unsustainable to have to go to the hairdresser every couple months to get my hair bleached. So I'm kind of glad I don't have that extra expense to think about. And it's also nice to not have to worry about permanent hair loss and scalp damage. It's also made my family really happy. They all love to talk about how beautiful my hair color is. I'm not so like, I like my natural hair color, but I don't think it's like super amazing, awesome. But my grandparents and my mom and everyone just like really loves it and loves seeing me with my natural hair. So it's made everyone very happy in that regard. But that was all I had to say for this video. I'm happy to have told this story and closed this chapter. I wouldn't be surprised if I end up going back to brightly colored hair in a couple of years' time, but right now I'm rocking the natural look and I kinda dig it. It's a little annoying sometimes having long hair. It just gets everywhere all the time. It's ugh. But it's also just nice to be doing something new and different and feeling like Rapunzel. If you've been a longtime subscriber of mine, or if you've watched some of my older hair videos, leave me a comment down below and let me know which of my historic hair looks you have liked the most. I'm just curious to know what other people think. For me personally, my favorite was always having like chin length blue hair or really short bleached pixie cuts. I feel like those looked super awesome on me. Thank you guys for watching this video and listening to my hair story. I hope it was informative in some way or answered any questions or solved the mystery of why I no longer have colored hair, if this is something that you originally started watching my channel for. If you like this video, go ahead and leave me a like and subscribe to my channel for more content on lifestyle and beauty and self-care and wellness and all this kind of fun stuff. And if you want to see more content from me, you can go ahead and follow me on Instagram. All of my links are down below in the description box, as well as my Patreon, where you can donate to support this channel, and my art shop, where you can buy my art. Thanks again for watching this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!